Namaste, everyone. Alakananda here, human rights activist, former NHS doctor, and co-founder of Alandi Ashram. And I'm here today to share my New Year's message with you. My message this year is called The Wondrous Child. The child shall enjoy all the rights set forth in this declaration. Every child, without any exception whatsoever, shall be entitled to these rights without distinction or discrimination on account of race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status, whether of himself or of his family. The child shall enjoy special protection and shall be given opportunities and facilities by law and by other means to enable him to develop physically, mentally, morally, spiritually, and socially in a healthy and normal manner and in conditions of freedom and dignity. And that is from the UN Declaration on the Rights of the Child. At this time of year, millions around the world are turning their thoughts to a child born in Bethlehem. In churches on every continent, Isaiah's messianic prophecy is read. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. Unto them that dwell in the land of deep shadow, the light has shone. For a child has been born for us, a son is given to us, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And this is the name they shall give him, Wondrous Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. For some, this wondrous child is still to come as Messiah or as Imam Mahdi. For some, he is Krishna, born again and again whenever righteousness grows weak and unrighteousness prevails. And for those who celebrate Christmas, the wondrous child was born in a stable in Bethlehem and heralded by angels who proclaimed peace on earth and goodwill to all. But in our Aquarian age, in the age of the collective, who is this wondrous child, the Prince of Peace? Who is the one who brings light in a dark time? Dear sisters and brothers, today the wondrous child shivers in the Arctic air in Matamoros, just south of the US border. The wondrous child drowns attempting to cross the icy English Channel in a flimsy boat. The 1-year-old Prince of Peace dies of hunger and thirst in a small boat off the coast of Libya. Today, the wondrous child is wet and cold in a flooded camp in northern Syria. The wondrous child huddles in a bomb shelter in Kiev. The wondrous child is sold into marriage in Afghanistan because her parents cannot afford to feed her. The wondrous child suffers from severe acute malnutrition in Mali. The wondrous child, fleeing drought, lives in a makeshift shelter in Dadaab refugee camp in Kenya. The wondrous child has seen her classmates killed in Robb Elementary School. The wondrous child who wanted to be an inventor and prayed to the god of rainbows, is murdered by security forces in Iran. The Prince of Peace, protesting at Al-Aqsa Mosque, is detained by Israeli security forces. The Wondrous child is cold and hungry on Pine Ridge Reservation. The Wondrous child goes to school hungry in rural Louisiana. The Wondrous child goes to bed hungry in Nagada village, Odisha. The Rohingya Prince of Peace has no school to go to in Cox's Bazar camp. The Wondrous child in Sindh faces a winter of cold with no home left after this year's cataclysmic floods. 74 years have passed since one of humanity's greatest achievements, the promulgation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and 63 since the UN adopted the Declaration of the Rights of the Child. Since that time, we have made incredible technological advances. Yet these advances have not been matched by progress in the area of human rights. Countless children, not only in poor nations, but even in the richest country in the world, are effectively deprived of their basic rights. Where does the power lie to change this? It lies with us, we, the people of the world. It is we to whom these rights belong, we who are their guardians, we who are the ultimate protectors of each and every child. As we celebrate a new year, in the hope that a child will be born for us who will turn darkness into light, let us remember that every child is the prince or the princess of peace. If any child is robbed of the right to life, liberty, and security, if any child does not receive the food, housing, nurturance, and education necessary to fulfill their potential, it is not only they who are deprived. The world is robbed. The future is robbed of all they have to offer. Make a special resolution for 2023. Resolve to get up, stand up for children's rights. Dear ones, this year's Pakistan flood emergency was the single most devastating climate catastrophe to date. Its scale is almost unimaginable, and the misery caused has no end in sight. Countless families have not only lost their homes, loved ones, livestock, and belongings, they have also lost their fields, their livelihoods, their communities, and their stores of food. They face a winter of cold, hunger, and misery. Despite having done nothing to contribute to the climate crisis, they are its foremost victims. Please join me in supporting the children of Pakistan at this crucial time, and I will have links in the description so you can do that. I wish you a year of happiness and joy, and may peace and justice prevail throughout our world. Blessings. Happy New Year.